I was pretty happy with the previous video that I posted here on the channel about some of the issues or struggles that I had producing videos. And below that video there was a few great comments, especially one from Ryan Ingleton, where we were discussing a little bit back and forward about the struggles that he's having as a beginner content creator. And one of the topics that he was suggested that he was struggling with was creating thumbnails. And it's really important to point out that the YouTube game, you can produce the best video in the universe, but if nobody discovers that video, it is absolutely worthless. It's a waste of your work. And one of the tools that you have to stand out in the crowd is your thumbnails. So this part is very important. You have 3 components that will help your video get discovered. Maybe you actually have 4. But there are 3 main components that's really important. And that's the headline of your video, it's your thumbnail, it's your description, and also to some degree the tags that are below the video. All that helps sort of narrow down or increase the potential of your video being discovered. The thumbnail will help when you scroll down a list of videos to stand out so that people will hopefully click it. So I'll just show you what tool that I'm using to create my thumbnails. But before I show you that, I'll just point out I normally either take a specific picture for the purpose where I try to say something with the motive, or I capture simply a frame from the video and use that as the ground foundation for the thumbnail. Let's jump over here so I can show you what the tool looks like. It's a free tool and it's web-based and it's called Canva. So if I go in here and type Canva, you need to create a user to be able to use it, but apart from that, then you have all these options in here, and this is sort of a place where I have created my thumbnail. This is not an extensive course in using Canva, but I'll just show you what it looks like. So in here I can create a thumbnail. So let's just go down here and say, okay, I want to create a new one here. And this is a predefined custom layout of 1920 times 1080. It's a 1080p thumbnail. So down here I have a blank one I can start with, and over here I have some uploads, and I can simply just take a picture from here, like this one that I used for the latest video on the channel. Just put it in here. I can go in here and I can add some text. So this is just hello. I can scale the text directly here, like this. So let's say I want it here. And I've started to switch from actually using red and white. I've started to use yellow in my thumbnails. And the reason for that is that yellow kind of attracts the eye. And I've been able to see an increase in the number of people that actually clicks my thumbnails after I have done that change. So that's very important. So the way that I do that is I go here and I say elements. And I have a square here, so I can just take this square and I can put it here on top of this. And then to make it into the right position, there's something called placement over here, and I can just put it back here like that. Then I can position the text. I can change the background color to yellow, like I'm using on most of my thumbnails, like that. So in that way, I can create a very simple thumbnail, and there's possibilities here to either use templates, you can use photos. I think some of them are free, some of them you need to pay for through the premium. There's all sorts of elements that you can drag in and use as part of your template or thumbnail design. There's all the text that you can, there's predefined templates. If I chose that one instead, I would get something like this. I get 2 types of fonts in here that I can use. I can take this away if I want, like that. Oh, that was one too much. Then it's Command Z or Control Z, I think, on Windows to get it back. I can mess around with the background. If I don't want a picture, I can just simply add a background. There's some really interesting ones here that can make your thumbnail stand out. Let's just replace my photo here with something else, like this water thingy. So I can do, oh, let's take this one away. So That way I can choose the background if I want to do that. I can upload my own clip art here, and there's plenty of stuff here that has been uploaded over time. Let's say that I've used a transparent PNG sometimes, so I can just put myself into this water here. I want that, like that. So now I'm overlapping the text, simply change the placement, like that. I won't get a Photoshop award for this, but this is a very simple free tool that will help you get started with your thumbnails. You can always step up your game a little bit later to learn how to do a better artwork. And one important tip that I want to give you, it's better to have a unique thumbnail than it is to have one that is super pretty. Yeah. And once I'm happy with my thumbnail, I can go up here under share or download, and I can simply pick JPEG. It needs to be a JPEG because otherwise the size is too big that you can upload it to YouTube. So if you just select JPEG and you go down and pick the one that we just designed here, and it's called 13, like that. And then I press download. Then it prepares the design. And voila, I have my thumbnail that I can use on YouTube. So that was a pretty fast video showing my thumbnail process. You can always decide if you like it or not. This is at least the way that I'm doing it, so this is a way that you can do it too, at least to get you started. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked this video. If so, then give it a like, and also consider subscribing. That would be really appreciated. See you around.